It's your boy Marcus, and I'm back in black. And today we are going to be discussing one of the craziest bank robberies that I can even remember. And of course, the cop skank that got caught. Coming up next. Alright, now before we proceed, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so that you are notified every time we drop a new video, which is either going to be Monday or Friday, of course. And you know what? Go ahead, hit us with that super like. We greatly appreciate it. Check out these Mixed Nuts friends. These guys are super fantastic. They're available on all platforms. And you can check us out on Mixed Nuts 3000. That's our Instagram page again. Mixed Nuts 3000. Run it. So this story came from it was like, what, like last year, I want to say? I don't know. It was a little ways back there, but anyway, it comes to a head, all right? Now this cop lady, I'm saying lady loosely, because she was in there skanking it up, but she managed to sue the department because she was getting frisky with other officers. But you know what? Let's just go ahead and run the video.
Fired in connection to Laverne Police Department scandal, reaches a settlement with the city. She will receive $500,000 because she dismissed a lawsuit against the city. Hall and 4 other officers were fired in January of last year after an investigation showed she and other male officers had sex on the job and lied about it. But the lawsuit claimed that she was a victim of sexual harassment and that she was groomed. Since the investigation made national headlines, her attorney said she was publicly ridiculed, which made it difficult for her to find a job. The city did not admit any liability, and Hall settlement money will not come from taxpayer dollars. We are told the city's insurance provider.
Look, this lady, where's the accountability, bro? I mean, she said she was groomed. Groomed? You're a grown-up. What are you talking about? And you're a police officer. You're supposed to have better judgment than that. She hooked up with, like, I think it was like 6 dudes there or whatever that they, you know of anyway. And she married, right? So the husband just sitting there like, oh, they did her so dirty. I hope, this dude, I don't know how he has this kind of patience, but how did she get $500K for that? Now they did say it's not coming from the taxpayer money, because that would be terrible, but it's coming from the insurance. But still, it's just like, what? Nobody thought that maybe she was cool with it until they got caught. You know what I mean? Well, until it became a public issue. So, I don't know if y'all remember that, but she was hooking up with the police officers, one of them, the police officer and his wife. They swinging it up, you know what I mean? And the husband didn't seem like he was ever really a part of it. So I don't know if he knew she was skanking it up or if all this was a surprise. And then she said she got groomed to kind of escape accountability and get some kind of sympathy. And she said, oh, it's really hard to find a job. That's because you can't become a nationally known whore and think you're gonna just continue to live your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, this is, like, if there's 20 dudes in a room and you bang 15 of them, they all think you skanks, even the 5 that you didn't bang. You know what I mean? Because you are skanking it up. Like, what are you talking about? And then the husband, I don't know what kind of low self-esteem simping this dude doing, but that's an immediate break-off type situation. Maybe he stuck around for the inevitable lawsuit or whatever. Who knows? But I don't know who talked him into that, but that's in her, bro. Like, that's not, trust me. All right, when I was in the military, there were chicks there all the time that would come there and be like, smorgasbord time, and would just hook up with mad dudes. So this I don't believe, because I'm like, she's an adult. bro. Like, she made decisions, all right? She found people attractive, hooked up with them, and of course the dudes are like, okay, you know what I mean? But they were doing it on the clock, off the clock, whenever, bro. This whole story seems a little crazy to me, and it seems like a reward that she escaped accountability and got $500K and got to be seen. Well, most people don't see her as a victim, but she got treated like one. Terrible, bro. Terrible. Because if that was me, or like any dude that was just going around hooking up with mad chicks at the job, he would just been fired, and like he wouldn't have got no money for it, even if he tried to sue. You could have been like, these chicks, all these women just be grooming me, and now I be having sex with them. Like, nah, that's not how that works, bro. That seems like complete bullshit. But, you know, she got the $500K, so I guess they learned their lesson. You know what I'm saying? Like, have the same rules apply to everybody. And this shit, you know the weirdest part? You know, I hate to get on this, you know what I mean? This is just my opinion, but like when they said that she was hooking up with everybody, before I saw the picture, I was like, oh, she must be pretty hot. Incorrect. I don't know what I was thinking about, but like, and they did look, man, look at this picture. That's her in uniform, bro. So this is what they were seeing. So, I don't know. I guess to each his own. But this horseshit, bro. I wish I could come up on 500,000 just because I had to have sex with a bunch of women. We gotta really dive deep into this, because this is like a plot out of like a weird movie that's like straight to DVD. But anyway, run the video.
One of the first times I recall seeing that.
The trio, so young the FBI called them little rascals, last Thursday, releasing photos and guessing they were between the ages of 14 and 18. Today announcing their arrests and revealing their young ages, just 16, 12, and 11 years old.
The age of the younger two who have been alleged to have done this, that's a bit unusual for a bank robbery.
According to the Harris County Sheriff's Office, the three boys passed a threatening note to a teller at this Wells Fargo on the North Freeway and West Road. They were believed to be armed and got away with an undisclosed amount of cash. Once the surveillance photos were released, the Sheriff's Office says tips started coming in. Two of the boys' parents came forward. The third boy was handled by law enforcement and recognized. The Sheriff's Office says they recovered a weapon and a distinctive item pictured in one of the photos.
This is one of the first times
They are charged with robbery by threat.
they are entitled to have a detention hearing almost immediately.
Mike Schneider is a retired juvenile district court judge.
I was thinking either this was very low in sophistication, or maybe an adult had something to do with this. So this is not an uncommon thing, because kids have punishment that's less severe. It's not uncommon for adult offenders to get them to commit crimes.
Investigators will not say if the boys acted alone. Because they are minors, we are not identifying them. If the allegations are proven true, they could face probation or juvenile prison. Schneider says the goal is rehabilitation.
You would certainly want to have someone learn about these consequences before they're an adult.
Jessica Willey, ABC.
FBI is literally calling these dudes little rascals. 11, 12, and 16. Like, no. At first I thought it gotta be some kind of adult orchestrating this, but they haven't released that information yet. Maybe they're still investigating, but maybe it wasn't. Maybe these kids just, I don't know. Well, the 16-year-old was definitely the one in charge, but like, even with that though, like 11 and 12, I couldn't even imagine trying to rob a bank, bro. Like, or like that, the thought of doing that. Like, you knew bank robberies happen, but like at no point did I think I could do that with just like two of my buddies from school. You know what I mean? And it's like, where am I gonna put the money at? Like, you ain't got no privacy. Like, I don't know. I mean, I know in black households, you ain't got no privacy. Like, you know, they pay the bills, they can go through your shit. But so I know some kids got privacy or whatever. Not me. If I robbed a bank, I wouldn't have been able to have that money. And first off, why are you like robbing a bank over there? I mean, Houston youth is wilding out, and they robbed a Wells Fargo, bro. Like, I mean, how do you even come up with the idea to do that? And do you think this has had to do with parenting, or do you think some kind of weird influence came in? I mean, I feel like even when I was a kid, I knew the acceptable amount of trouble to get in. Like if somebody was like, hey, you wanna rob a bank? I'm like, that's unacceptable amount of trouble. You know, I'm looking for like trouble that's like maybe possibly if we do get caught, like, you know, a week or two punishment or something, or grounded or whatever, like, but not like robbing bank, like not like felony shit. Like these kids doing straight up felony shit. They went straight up heat. We went in there, grabbed what's the name. I mean, they didn't even really have masks on, which is a mind boggler to me. I'm like, you guys grew up doing technology, wasn't it? Y'all just gonna pull your hoodie up, like wearing the clothes that you normally wear, like as much as you be in school, you probably wear that hoodie all the time in like math class or something. That's why your ass got caught. But I wonder what's gonna happen to him though. Because 11, 12, and 16, that 16-year-old might be screwed because some, you know, some states would be like, treat him like an adult, you know what I mean? But he's not, he's at 16. But 11, 12, and 16, right? Like, what's gonna happen to the kids? Like, I really don't know how that works. I mean, do you go to juvenile for robbing a bank, or I don't know, for attempted robbery at a bank, or like, how does that even work out? And then do the parents get brought up on charges? And that's the real reason why you wanna double down on making sure your kids aren't pieces of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because if your kid's a criminal or they do some horrific ass shit, you might be going to jail too. So, you know what I mean? Make sure they on their best behavior. You know what I mean? But at least they ain't shooting up a school or nothing. You know, that's terrible logic, really, if you think about it. But still, you know what I mean? It could be worse. But why would they rob a bank? Like, what were they even trying to get? Like a PlayStation 5 or something? Like, because at 11 or 12, there's really nothing you won't cost a whole lot of money. Not really. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have any, like, bills or child support payments that need to get caught up before you go to jail. So I don't know what they were doing. The 16-year-old would just, how would he pull that off? I mean, even if he wanted to get a car, if he bought a car, the parents would be like, where did they get the money for the car from? Like, so they really didn't think this through. It's not about robbing the bank, it's about getting away with it. And I think even adults forget that part. Like, it's not typically the bad thing you do that make it a crime. It's just they never put the thought into actually getting away with it. So, but this thing was crazy, man. I saw that, I was like, where is this happening at? Like, what do you even say? What did the lady at the bank or whatever, where they got the teller? Like, what did the teller say? Like, when these little ass kids walk up with like a robbery note slided across the table, like, what? Alright, so that is it for me today. I'm about to make like a baby and head out. If you want to support the channel, go to buymeacoffee.com/mixnuts. We got new videos coming every Monday or Friday, of course. And you can check us out on Instagram. That's that Mixnuts 3000. Again, that Mixnuts 3000. And until next time,